Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel from Woodworking with Dash, and today I'm going to make this great box out of blackwood and HUON pine, the timbers of Tasmania, guys. So come on a journey and we'll make this box right now. Look at that blackwood, guys. Doesn't it just pop? Same with the HUON pine. Getting some timber out of my timber shed now. I've got about 38 different species in there, I think. I love it. Today we're going to make the box out of blackwood, a Tasmanian timber, and another Tasmanian timber called HUON pine. Smells so sweet, the HUON pine. Okay guys, let's go. Okay, just cutting the blackwood, rough with the size now on the crosscut saw. And ripping it roughly to length on the table saw. There it goes. And putting it over the bother. Look at that. The bother's got a helical head in it. And there goes the edge. Great machine. And over to the thickness now. Look at the colour of the blackwood, guys. The chocolate brown colour. Magnificent, isn't it? Really does stand out. I've got the blackwood all machined up now. Look at the colour of that blackwood. The chocolate brown. Great colour, isn't it? Okay, we'll roughly cut them to size, put a groove in for the bottom, and miter them, cut a bottom, and join them together. Eee. Okay guys, just roughly cutting them to size now on the cross cut part of my table saw. Easy as. And putting the groove in for the bottom and testing it on the plywood to see if it actually fits the ply. You don't want it too tight. It just needs a little bit more then. There you go. Do it again. And cutting the miters now on the crosscut saw. Could have done it on the table saw, but the crosscut saw cuts a good miter too. And using the masking tape method to put the box together, gluing it up now. I do. And go to the bottom. See, a bit tight. That's good. And the first hand. And there you go, folded it up like a piano accordion. Bit of tape on the end. Check for square then. All good. Taking the box out of the clamps, the next trick is to round over the inside of the box and cut the splines. We'll do that next. Okay, just cutting the splines down on my spline jig. Very simple jig, but it works really well. Very easy. There it is. And cutting the splines off with the tenon saw. I've got the spline cut in the box now. I've rounded over the inside edge. And now we have to cut it on an angle. So we'll cut the two angles, one at 15 degrees and one at, I think it's about 20 to 22 degrees, I think. And this is the HUON pine for the top. And after we cut the angles, we'll sand it up. And then we can fit the HUON pine. Okay, just cutting the angle now. I've got to stop on my fence. So I just set everything up to the stop. And it cuts the same angle all the time. There you go. I do it in about 3 passes cutting the angle. You don't want to stress the saw out. Oh, there we go, the final pass. And now sanding it all up on the sander, just to give it a very tactile sort of feel to it. Rounding it all over. I've got the box all cut on the angles now and sanded up roughly. Look at that shape, isn't that great? Very, very tactile, as I like to say. Very tactile. The trick is to cut the lid. Okay, just cutting the lid now roughly to shape. Just cutting the live edge off it. and ripping it parallel. And running it over the mother now, but it had a cup in it. This is a very wide and short piece sitting in my tin shed. It developed a cup, of course, and see everything is flat. And feel the thickness, there it goes. Just to flatten it off on the other side now. And just marking out for the handle. I'm going to cut it rough on the bandsaw. There it goes, great bandsaw with that, and just rounding it up now with a flush trim cutter against the pattern. There you go. And cutting it to width now. And checking to see if it all fits. You got to do this so many times to make sure everything's right. And need a little bit of budding on the back edge, so over to the bother I go. And see if it fits again. I've got the lid cut and fitted now. I've got a couple of packets on the inside of the box to hold it up. It's going to extend past the top of the box about 3/16 of an inch, just to give it the round tactile feel after I round it all over. But yeah, it's all fitted now except for the handle part, which I've got to cut out of the blackwood and let it sit in, but I've got to round at the back. The handle and then cut a little bit out of the blackwood. So we're getting there now, guys. Okay, just putting the big round on the top of the box. There we go, the handle part. Very big cut of that. I've done it in about 3 passes. You can hear it struggling a little bit. And now, instead of rounding the handle out, I'm just using the saw to go backwards and forwards. Take about half the meat off the handle. And now I'm rounding the blackwood for the handle to fit in. Oops! There I go, I stuffed it. Okay, it is what it is. I made a mistake here. I blew the top of the box out with the router, so it all splintered. So what I've done, I've made it longer, and I'm gonna incorporate that into the box. So now I'm gonna have 2 little wings on the on each side of the lid of a different timber. If you make a mistake, just incorporate it into your project, and it'll all work out fine. Always does. Okay, guys, we'll stand the box and the lid up now, and then we can hinge it, and then we can do the wings on the front of the box here. Cool. Okay, just drilling now for the pin hinge, which I use screws for it. 40mm screws. Just drilling a bit of 3/8 hole, but it's got to have a plug in it. And now a pilot hole for the screw. And just screwing it in. And that way you can adjust it. But yeah, that works good then. Look at that. Perfect. I've got the lid hinge now. Look at that, easy as. Now I've got to fix up my stuff up. I've got to make a piece each side of the handle as a highlight for the handle. So you see, when you make a mistake, you make a highlight of it. Yay! Okay, just sanding up the little bits of Badook now to fit in. Here they go. Perfecto. Now ripping down the jarrah for the trays for the internals. And putting them through the thickness now to get them down to a height. There they go. Great timber, the jarrah. And cutting them in half now. It's a 25mm. I get 2 pieces out of each piece. And putting it through the planer again. Different camera angle. I'm trying to get a few different camera angles now on my videos. And that's one of them, that's another one. And just gluing up the tray and pinning it together with a pin gun. Easy as, guys, easy as. There it goes. And spraying it up now. Look at that blackwood. Look how it comes up. Same with the jarrah. Guys, we're all finished. The blackwood and HUON pine box. Look at that HUON pine. It just sparkles. With the jarrah and black tray to hold all your jewellery, and two little Paduke wings on the front edge. Just set this box off perfectly. I think it's one of my favourite boxes, guys. Look at that. Come on, great. It actually makes it, you know the word I'm going to use in a minute. But look at the blackwood, guys. Look at the blackwood and the HUON pine. The timbers of Tasmania again. This box just, I'm going to say it, it pops. It really does pop. I'm sick of saying pop, but what else can I say? Okay guys, thanks for being with me today as we made this great HUON pine and blackwood box. Please subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll see you again in the next video where I will be making another box that pops.